Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So this review that I'm doing right now is going to be relatively short because this is another movie that was recommended to me by a subscriber, Under Paris, which is a new shark thriller movie. And when they recommended it to me, I was like sure, why not? I'm always up for, a shark horror thriller flick as long as things don't get too ridiculous. When I say too ridiculous, I mean when the movie just starts not making any sense. This movie does make sense, though it does have some ridiculous moments. And also, there's weird things going on here, especially weird things going on with the sharks. There were some moments where I was like, what the heck is going on here? So that also was the moment where my interest was starting to peak a little bit. So the story in a nutshell here, because I don't want to go too depth into spoilers, because I don't want to spoil anything for the movie, but aside from the usual shark, gimmicks that you usually see in these kind of movies, the movie tells a story, of course, about a marine biologist who suffers a tragic event when it comes to these sharks that she's studying, and then she disappears, and 3 years later, we see her again, and she's working in an aquarium. And then the sharks, return during this event, which is a triathlon, I believe. And, of course, during this time, the sharks are swimming in the catacombs of Paris. And she's the only one knowing what's going on with these sharks. And her instinct is to tell everybody that they need to get everybody out of the water, stay out of the water until we find out what's going on. But of course, the main antagonist tries to dull the situation, saying, oh, everything's fine, nothing bad's gonna happen. Yeah, well, shit does happen. I do have to say, it never fails to surprise me, the level of stupidity in some of these characters in these kind of movies. I'm like, Jesus Christ. After someone gets killed in the catacombs by a shark, that should instinctively say, don't go in the water. But nope, it was just going to dive head first and then just see who makes it out alive. And I'm like, oh, my God, help these people. This movie had a solid story. It was solid, but I feel like it got off point a good bit here and there. Especially with moments where it came to, saving the planet with cleaning up the ocean. I mean, that's a good topic. That's something that definitely needs to be done. But the story is supposed to be about sharks. And bringing in this, save the planet kind of thing, it just felt like it was getting off story about what really is the key issue here. Also, the ending, it kind of threw me off a little bit too. It was like a what the hell kind of moment. But overall, it did have things that I did truly enjoy. I mean, this movie had a missed moment here. I mean, it's no Jaws. Don't get me wrong. Nothing's ever going to represent the terror that Jaws brought. But my top 3 shark movies are Jaws, Deep Blue Sea, and The Meg. I think this movie could have been better than The Meg. It honestly could have been, if it had stayed the course and stayed on the story about, stopping these sharks and just left the whole ecosystem thing out of it. I mean, it had such potential. Only just, to kind of let down and just kind of flop a little bit. But overall, still, it was rather enjoyable. So, I mean, if you guys have not seen Under Paris, I'd recommend watching it because I give it a C+. Solid shark movie, without a doubt. Alright, well that just about wraps up this review. If you guys have seen Under Paris, please comment here down below what your thoughts were on it. Also, what are your favorite shark movies? That's also something I'd like to hear too as well. Also, if you like my other videos, you can check out here more on my channel. And always remember to stay epic.